Another gameplay live stream. I got this. Welcome to Madden NFL19. I got the Los Angeles Rams going up against the San Francisco 49ers. And I'm using the Rams. So y'all don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification button so y'all know when I'm on here streaming. So let's get into this gameplay, y'all. I don't know how to do these right here. I just simulate them sometimes. Hope y'all having a good evening. The other day, I have an okay day, y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's not like I want it to be, but it's just, no, it happens. Like I said, it's life. So, I just hope my life gets better. Do not mention it. Right? Alright, here we go. We're getting this gameplay. The 95 overall Rams up against the 83 overall San Francisco 49ers. I thought they should be worse than that. So, because they probably the worst team right now in the league, I think. You would think, right? I'm going in my home jersey today, y'all. That's what I'm going to play in. Sunday night prime time. Let them play their away jerseys at home. Sometimes I change it up like that. You know, they do it in real life. So. Here we go.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. You're tuned in to Sunday Night Football.
Thank y'all whoever just came to the screen. Thank you for coming in.
Straight ahead, we've got what should be an interesting matchup between the Los Angeles Rams and the San Francisco 49ers. I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from earlier this afternoon. But for now, it's Sunday Night Football.
Sunday Night
on the
Football.
Call, as always, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside
my quarterback is hurt, y'all.
You take a look at these 49ers.
Jared Goff is hurt, out for the season.
They come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here.
Losers
of 5 straight.
So many different reasons
teams
hit the losing skids, but the best way out of it, something has to happen positive early in the game.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Rams, they've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
On 5 games in a row. And I do it here tonight.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by a man who played his college ball for the Iowa Hawkeyes, 6'2" quarterback C.J. Beathard.
Would you say the last week's performance by him, workmanlike
taking over for the injured?
One touchdown, one pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Go with that. Here we go.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll be brought
I didn't go as a face mask.
Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Man, Flowers just
So
got a
that
face
flag will
mask.
cost him 15.
Georgia team.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask.
Oh,
Any part of
man,
it
that's
is going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
On the quick handoff, it's Juszczyk. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And a quick look now at the offense for the 49ers.
The wide receiver Marquise Goodwin showed in 2017 he's more than just an Olympic long jumper. Showed more facets to his game. Not just a long ball threat either. Could catch it underneath. Nearly 1,000 yards in receiving and had more catches last season than in his 4 years combined in Buffalo.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Oh, LeBron couldn't get it out of his sack.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
They just said Flowers got hurt that fast.
The numbers last week for Garcon. 3 catches.
Yeah, y'all know what you're talking about there, but this guys just injured too much. They got to fix that.
We're deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is the #1 rated defense in the NFL.
It's like every damn play, every other play, somebody get hurt.
Beathard. And that'll be
bad throw, Beathard.
George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. The defense here for the Rams.
Becoming one of the better lockdown corners in the league is Marcus Peters, and I first noticed him when he was in college at the University of Washington. Very intelligent player, understands route combinations,
good
how
lineman,
teams can attack.
good linebackers, good corners.
19 interceptions in 3 seasons, 5 more than anyone else in the league has had. That gap is absolutely staggering.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll throw here. Beathard over the middle to Kittle. Complete.
Oh, we got the ball stripped.
And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way.
Oh, that's that defense player.
At the 30-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem.
Number 21,
I'm not
stripped
going
it.
to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it
To
free,
lead,
creating
came
something
down,
good
ripped the
for
ball
your
out.
team.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
All right, come on back up. Let's get it. Let's get it.
Watch it now, Barney.
They begin with a run by Davis. And he'll take this up near the
4-yard.
35, maybe the 34.
The
numbers for Davis last week, 19 carries, 102 yards, and a touchdown.
Look out for coming into my stream.
Last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync. Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score. You give yourself your best chance to win.
Oh, man.
24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now a deep ball there on second down. But
Key
it'll
injuries
wind
out
up
there, man.
incomplete.
Y'all see them key injuries? Man.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Here we go. 319. 319. Watching that Barney.
What's up, yours truly? How you doing?
Throwing is Mannion.
Come on, come on! Ah, where's my blockers?
Solomon Thomas with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7.
Jesus.
Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Well, I'm hanging in there, truly. I'm hanging in there. You have a good drive right there.
The 49ers offense now. They worked their way back onto the field. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team, because now your defense has to make that stand.
That's how you do it.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. First man through, it's the fullback Juszczyk. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuck up in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily, you're right, but he did there. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Here we go now. Boom,
On the give, this is their fullback. And he tries to
power
forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss
Thank y'all for coming to my stream. How y'all doing today?
Up a 4th down.
So, partner, next time we see this coaching staff, I want you to have my back here, because that was really kind of a white flag type of a play, almost a little bit of a surrender. Just turn and hand it to the big guy, get what you can, and be prepared to kick the ball away.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone.
45.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They'll run it now out of the gun. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Only 3 yards, bro.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's Mannion.
Oh, it was
Almost
almost
nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Well, man.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Back to throw Beathard. And he's got his man on the out route. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage, so as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
Now it's Breida, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Good luck trying to get your running game going against Ndamukong Suh. I mean, he is so strong. Just trying to move him, take one guy, 2 guys, whatever. I wish you a whole lot of luck. He usually converts an offensive running game into rubble.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And able to find Garcon.
Oh, really?
3 catches last week. He's got 3 in the first quarter here tonight. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Dante Fowler in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. On play action, they'll throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Dante Fowler in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, line it.
To throw is Beathard. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out.
This is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you
got a first down yet in the game,
down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
I can't get my passes off, man. I can't get nothing off.
The first down carry for Davis. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. The tackle there by Richard Sherman.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
See, this gonna work. I need y'all to block for me, man. Oh, as soon as I push the button, it hits 0.
And before they can get settled in here, time expires on the first quarter of action. 0-0 our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns.
Oh, y'all ain't showing the sacks. They
this.
just showing the shot. Let's shoot out here.
Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out. They'll set up a throw.
See, every damn time.
Solomon Thomas in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Shit,
They'll
no.
look to throw here. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
This is fielded at the 27. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Niners will go on offense 1st and 10. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position?
Under pressure now, and Beathard goes down to the turf. Dante Fowler, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
That'd be a lot better.
Apparently, they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
No dang. No dang.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half.
Like
this is 2nd and long.
Or more.
Here's McKinnon. And an alley to run. And Owen coughed it up. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And they are going to
Damn, get up.
at the 32-yard
Flowers got a fumble recovery. Flowers playing his ass off.
So the defense there opportunistic.
It's nice to give them
He got 3 sacks and a fumble recovery.
Sometimes it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just get credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big
Got
play.
it stripped. I have to get my quarterback to do something. They're about to get on the board.
They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting.
Get it,
starting
take a
with this
section,
type of
move
field
your back.
position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Here's a give to Davis.
what the hell I was doing.
Down to the 30. 2 yards on the pickup there.
Man.
2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get
doing
to
that
the
shit, bro.
outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving,
Man, they do a whole lot more dumb shit when you put it on hard.
As the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll set up to throw, and that's going to be incomplete.
0 for 5 in passing.
Tight end Tyler Higbee. 3rd down here. The turnover put him in great
This
field
don't make no
position.
damn
they don't
sense.
want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity.
Yeah, blitz you something, especially your team is that damn good.
He'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So on 4th down, here comes Greg Zuerlein to try and get 3 for the Rams. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. And this one is going to just tuck into the
barely made that
as he gets it to go. And the
bro,
Rams have the
that ball was
first
moving
points here.
over.
It's 3-0. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. A beautiful fake. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's taken to the ground, but he was...
I better let nothing to call down face mask. I hate the animation because he didn't even grab no face. He just grabbed his waist. This is a bullshit, bro. This is really bullshit.
And I always enjoy the conversation.
I got to fix that tackle animation because I can see if he tackled him and grabbed the face mask, but he didn't grab his face mask. Put that shit on there.
Play action here on 1st down.
Get my fucking ball. Get up.
He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it.
Damn.
All the other way. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Holding on to
making plays on defense. The offense needs to compromise. Whatever you call it.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
Brandon Cooks and the rest of the offensive crew trotting back into place out there. 2nd quarter, a guy like him, no catches, so that's
I'm trying to produce a little dump off, see that work.
So maybe they've been
that got some work that's way down the field.
I guess.
And they found other ways.
Other shit ain't working.
The receivers will
I don't
tell
know.
you,
I bet you I got quarterback some time.
But they're
I can get
managing
the ball
to
off.
get it done in this ball game without having to actually do that. I wouldn't expect them to stay silent for the rest of the game.
Yeah, you got to think this first catch is
throw
coming
it
at
off,
some
bro.
point. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted.
I can't get it off,
but
man.
It ends up falling incomplete. Offensively, might be thinking, what's going on here? One for their first 7.
How you have a team this bad playing like this?
Rethinking their strategy
I don't get it.
Right now, with the way that they're throwing it around, not having that success, might have to lean on
I decided to take a chance, man, because he like he's one-on-one, so I took a chance.
2nd down throw for the end zone,
Shit, it's some
but
bullshit.
incomplete.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught.
What a catch by Higby.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third
Finally
down.
got a first down right there.
First and goal.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy.
So y'all, it's
some
easy,
space,
not
kinda
easy when you
body
get close to
people
the end
away,
zone. It's
catch
even
the
harder.
football. But not this guy. He's
You
a
just got to try to.
refined
If your
route
guys can
runner.
block
Makes me
for
wonder if
you,
he takes some dance
you
classes in
can
his
do it.
background
If
with
your
his
guys
footwork.
don't block, you're in trouble. You got to contain him. Got it! Touchdown!
This one in for a Rams touchdown.
Yes.
Brandon Cooks with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Rams.
I finally got in, y'all.
Great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have. When you don't have very far to go, you should cash it in with points.
Brandon Cooks.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. Zuerlein good with a
Windy out
PAT.
there.
And the lead grows to 10-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? Here's Beathard to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Dante
Fowler
in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Right.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Now McKinnon. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. He lost 2 there. And it's 3rd down.
With the struggles
dab
we're
it
seeing
again,
up
y'all.
front for the
Good dab
offense
at first.
today, they've got to think about
Had
changing
surgery,
up their
good
play
dab.
calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Beathard to throw. Now the pressure comes and he
He
goes
had nowhere to
down.
go.
Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Samson Abukum in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
You're out of balance all the time, man.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left.
Now everybody will get open.
And nearly picked
Oh,
off.
ain't nobody was open, man. Everybody was
Surprising to see a
covered.
defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers.
Nobody open.
Because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Right.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. So they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
I don't know if I can get this.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half.
What a good run.
Back to the booth right after this. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Now he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
Yeah, he fumbled it. No back, get the ball.
On plays like this where the ball comes
That's
free,
crazy,
it's
yeah.
unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is
Oh my
the ball
goodness,
gets
that's
away from
crazy.
him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction.
I don't know how I got that football
downfield,
back.
or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And a lot of times you talk about establishing the ground game. Probably something they need to do more of here, losing in the 2nd quarter.
When you're riding your best horse, you've got to lather him up. The best running backs I've ever talked to, they've all said the exact same thing to me. I'll even break a good sweat until I get to 20 carries.
You're full of good wisdom. Let's see if they can get him into the game more now. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Now Beathard. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him.
He's a fucking lie.
To move on.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. As the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Beathard now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Beathard.
Good job.
Incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Flag comes in.
Hey, he jumped outside.
And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
Offside. Defense.
So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You say you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right? Already had what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
They'll try and run with McKinnon. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. To throw is Beathard. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. The LA defense up the snuff in coverage there, pushes this to fourth down. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Gould is able to put it through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's had his chances in this game. He just hasn't been able to find any daylight so far.
Patience, patience, patience. And that's the hard part for a runner because they expect every run to be a big one for something to pop. So they have to sometimes go through the struggles before it happens for them later in the game. But you got to give credit to the rest of the team. They've worked around the fact that he hasn't had his normal big game.
Yeah, despite his struggles, still winning here in the second quarter. This is Brown on the carry. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Throwing is Mannion. He's letting it fly for Cooks. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break.
Having trouble, y'all. This game here.
It's
like, come subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much.
Here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. Next, we head off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half.
Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? Find out. Let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
I'm going to run with that.
He'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
He can
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Catch the ball.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. They got a man. It's Woods. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think
Can't get
safeties
separation
don't
from
mind
these
crossing
niggas,
routes
bro.
against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. Now a handoff to Davis. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
But they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's Mannion. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Rams on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5. They're going to look to throw. And that is
y'all
incomplete.
lucky bastards.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it, trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
I knew he was going to bounce backwards. I just knew it.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. They run it with McCammon. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. That leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
Now let's go. Blue line.
To throw is Beathard. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Ramik Wilson in there to get him for a loss of 9. And that'll lead to 4th down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Finally got him. Again, he finally got him. Listen, I'm getting him. Especially Dante Flower.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. It's taken to the 26.
He can't.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Like a high-powered team.
They'll try and start this drive in the air, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
They'll look to throw.
Oh, my God!
He lost the football. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fall the ball.
Down!
He'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Face mask. Defense.
So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30. So now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll throw here. Beathard. And his throw is incomplete. Pierre Garçon, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. You got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm.
And it'll be intercepted.
I don't know how I did that.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Now the Rams offense, they work.
I ain't going to do nothing with the ball, though. This is how I scored the first time because I was close to this zone.
You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A gain of 6 there on 1st. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Mannion now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
8 for 8? Really?
They'll set up a throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's got his man on the crossing route. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Whoa. Oops.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Maybe the other foot was down first, then the other foot was down.
Here we go now. 319. 319. Leopard.
They'll run with Davis. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory.
Oh, man.
The tackle by Eric Armstead.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
In the end zone. They're going to fourth quarter about to come up. They're going to try to score.
They go again with Davis. And the reinforcements come in.
I can't believe it. I can't believe this. I can't do nothing.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
How the hell y'all going to have it like this?
Evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did
How dare you, EA?
But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 23 yards on the play.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Oh, my goodness.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure.
Ooh, just got it off.
Takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now 3rd down.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
They'll set up to throw. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on.
You going to try? Shit.
So no 6 points.
Try to do nothing.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Yeah.
So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football.
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after a huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Back to throw Beathard. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. They go play action here on first down. Under pressure now, and Beathard goes down to the turf. Matt Longacre coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Here's Beathard to throw. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really like.
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's
intercepted.
Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And the Rams now coming out on the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
the kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Woods. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
About the money.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard.
Come on, Ram, let's do it. Let's do it. He opened down the field.
He's going to wind up and air it out. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground.
Oh,
and it brings up third.
I thought he hit the ball.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs.
Damn.
Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one
He
came
had
up short.
both feet down.
Quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
What got hurt? Todd Gurley should be back next game. First down right there, more.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis.
See, why is he spinning like that?
On the play back at the 37-yard line.
Oh, my God.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He had their lone TD earlier. Now he's got a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
They'll run it here with Brown. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Good run.
Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more
watch
score,
that middle guy.
and this game's over.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
Come on.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
They'll look to throw.
No,
not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort.
Too hot powered, man. This game's too hot powered. You a bad team. You ain't going to play like that.
They'll look to throw here. And he can't.
Look at this shit.
Maybe a big missed
opportunity. Like it's taking them all day to get down to the damn end zone.
And now 3rd down. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because at least you're there, knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making plays down.
Look!
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Malcolm Smith in there to get him the 6th time they've sacked him tonight. Well, they only had a yard to go. They try to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think on this one, this is probably good scouting.
Offense in that block.
Tendencies and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot, and he dialed up the pressure and got to him.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off.
Shit on her. Every game over.
Time, got points. So
stupid.
While it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will
I don't care who think it's not.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
What you looking at?
Out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And what would you say? Is it the offensive line that has caused a lot of this pressure to get back there?
What?
That's always the...
Beathard breaks the huddle and leads the Niners up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go now.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this.
So many wonder guys. Stick with me. I know I've been loud, hacking the food and everything, but they got the 49ers too fucking powered up. They're fucking sorry team in the damn league.
After having time to talk
These niggas playing like they is one of the top teams. It's stupid. It's just stupid.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Here's Beathard to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Just do it. Let it pick.
By John Johnson. And they are going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they
didn't
punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On the run, it's Davis. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And the 49ers going to take another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he'll get into the
so that should be a touchdown.
Rams. In for the score. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2.
2-point conversion. Let's see. I think I got 2 points.
Detroit! Gone!
Now back to throw.
I ain't had time to do nothing, man. Oh, God. It's like he just went through that like nothing.
Points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home.
Y'all at least give him a little tug or something. Keep him getting do little, you know, block him or something.
You know, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing
Look,
was open.
right there already. I couldn't even plant my right feet yet. Soon I planted my right feet, bam, he was there.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Now Beathard, and the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now let's go. Green 39.
To throw is Beathard. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Beathard looking middle, and it's incomplete.
They always say that real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing, timing, timing. You got to be able to lead your man with the football.
And the timing off right there, threw it behind him. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 10.
Green 39. Green 39.
He'll look to throw. And it's caught by Saleh. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. Back to throw here. To the right side, caught by Saleh. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. So the false start will back them up 5.
False start, offense.
And no reason for that from any wide receiver.
Oftentimes, you don't even hear the snap count, right? You just look inside, make sure the ball moves, then you take off. How he didn't do that is beyond me.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. To throw is Beathard. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Dante Fowler in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped.
False start, offense.
And that'll set them back 5. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. try it here. He's back to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about
Get
all
that
she
shit
wrote
out
for
of
this
here.
one.
Yeah.
So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Take that lead is over.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The Rams go victory formation as they take the knee.
Finally, it's over.
Football League, Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week.
Intercept that ball right before they try to score.
No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for L.A., they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Niners, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
All right, guys. Thank y'all for watching my vlog here, my stream. Y'all don't forget to accept that like button, get a touchdown on the subscribe button, and I'm hit the notification button so y'all know when I'm on here streaming. So y'all have a good night. I might be back with some wrestling, but if I don't, I'll see y'all later. Take care. Y'all have a good one. All right, take it easy. Peace.